Hi, my name is Brian Venton with another My Town Media opinion piece that I've called Vote 1 Thompson. On Friday, September the 26th, the suspended Mayor of Townsville, Mr Troy Thompson, officially resigned from the office of Mayor. At the same time, he publicly announced that he will be running again for the mayoral role in the upcoming by-election. I want to suggest a few reasons why voting number 1 for Thompson would be the best decision for Townsville. First, compared to any other candidate that I'm aware of, Mr Thompson has an unmatched knowledge base and understanding of the real issues facing our city. No other contender brings the same depth of insight into what needs to be done. They may pretend that they do, but they don't. Many would argue that the large number of potential candidates entering the race is less about finding solutions and more about manipulating the vote to protect the status quo, the very system that has failed Townsville for too long. Voting for Mr Thompson would prevent that manipulation happening. And second, Mr Thompson has shown he is unafraid to confront the hard truths. He has spoken openly about systemic corruption within the TCC and associated agencies. He has addressed malfeasance in public office head on. And he has consistently made principled decisions, always prioritising the best interests of the community over personal gain. Anyone who has followed his story knows that to be true. He is other-centred, generous with his time and his resources. From the very beginning, he tried to deliver for Townsville, but he was blocked at every turn by councillors who, by their actions, I suggest demonstrated that they were more interested in protecting themselves than serving the people. Now, some people have raised two concerns, and I want to address them. The first concern is this. If Mr Thompson couldn't fix the problems last time, why should we give him another chance? Now, that's a reasonable question. However, the reality is simple. Last time, he never had a fair opportunity to do it. His efforts were constantly undermined from the very first meeting of council. This time, by voting him back in with a clear mandate, Townsville gives him the authority and the backing to finally make the changes that are needed. Any attempt then to gerrymander his leadership again would be exposed and rejected by the people. And let's not forget, those councillors who recently signed the so-called waiver document in order to censure Mr Thompson may themselves face censure and penalties. That process will unfold regardless of who becomes mayor. But with Mr Thompson, Townsville will have a clear leader with both the legitimacy and resolve to hold everyone accountable and to do so without malice. The second concern, though, is this. What does this election say about Townsville's moral compass as a people? The question is this. Do we as a people want to live in a city that upholds justice, fairness and accountability, or one that looks the other way and accommodates corruption and malfeasance in public office? Mr Thompson has consistently demonstrated that transparency and integrity matter more than self-interest. If, as many believe, there has been a coordinated attempt to cover up corruption, then Townsville needs a leader with both the character, the moral courage and the tenacity to face it head on. Mr Thompson, in my view, is that man. Voting for Mr Thompson is not just about electing a mayor. It's about choosing justice over corruption, truth over cover-ups, and leadership over self-preservation. It's about putting Townsville back on the footing it deserves, a footing that people have been crying out for years. Vote 1, Mr Thompson. These views are an expression of my own opinions and observations and proffered without prejudice. Thanks for watching, and remember, the things that appear are not always as they seem. Bye.